Okay, what's up, everyone? Thank you for all the views and comments on my last stream. I did not expect that, to be honest. I thought maybe I'll get like 50 views and no comments, but it turns out like I got like 50 comments and 2,000 views. Okay, so thank you for that. I loved reading your comments, and hey, happy fucking New Year. All right. I loved all the comments. There were like three comments that I did not like. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm a little pissed off because of that, and I'm going to address that in this video. Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, let me show you. What the fuck happened? Please wait. Trying to reconnect. Okay, so yeah. So the comment goes like, let me first fetch it. Okay, I should have done this before the stream. So it says, you're 20 years late in your observation with a fake American accent. Okay, um, better late than never. And I don't have a fake American accent. I have an original Indian accent. I know it sounds strange, but let me explain. Okay, this is how most Indians actually sounded like for 200 years in this country. Okay, if you listen to your fucking forefathers, like Gandhi, Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, B.R. Ambedkar, Swami Vivekanand, they don't sound British. Okay, none of them had a British accent. They had a distinct Indian accent, which sounded closer to this one. This is called as received pronunciation. So if you listen to like Vivekanand's Chicago speech in 1893 on yoga, and yes, it's called yoga, not yoga. So that sounds closer to this one. It doesn't sound retarded. It doesn't sound like Apu from The Simpsons. So and obviously after 1947, a lot of the things changed. Then we have the second Indian accent. So you probably might be wondering, why do I still speak this way? It's because my teacher used to speak this way. And why did she speak this way? Because she was taught by French reverend. Like reverend is like church clergies or like church fathers or something, and they were probably taught by maybe British. I don't know that. So that's the lineage. That's how I received my pronunciation. So and what is wrong with that? Okay. And why do people in India speak in a different way these days? Is because after 1947, uh, the government opened up education for the masses, and uh, teachers in India learned English from textbooks. And you cannot learn pronunciation from a textbook. Okay, so what do? Okay, you invent a new pronunciation in a vacuum out of thin air, and pretty much all states in India did that. Okay, so that is why you have 24 different pronunciation styles in India. It's because we parallelly invented 24 different pronunciation structures without any connection to one another and to the natives. Okay, that is why an English teacher in Kerala sounds a lot different from an English teacher in Maharashtra, and it's not because of their mother tongue. Okay, um, so your mother tongue has no bearing on your pronunciation. To give you an example, if a South Indian boy is born and brought up in Mumbai, his mother tongue is still Malayalam. But when he grows up, he's probably going to sound like a Maharashtrian who speaks English. The same way, if a Maharashtrian is born in Kerala, his mother tongue is still Marathi, but when he grows up, he's probably going to sound like Sare. Okay, so it's not your mother tongue; it's just that's what you received. Okay, and so this is my received pronunciation because of my teacher who received it from the French, who received it from the British, and probably and so and there are pockets in India that still speak this way. Like there are people in Pondicherry and Fort Kochi that still speak this way. So this is the original Indian accent. This is how your fucking forefathers used to speak. Okay, so live up to their caliber. Don't drag their name in mud. And this is just how people used to do it. Now, this is what happens when you have received pronunciation as opposed to invented pronunciation. So what is the issue here? The issue is why is this guy like? Let me show my screen so that you can see who these people are. Where is window? Entire screen. So these are the people. You can go follow them, subscribe them. Okay, why are they mocking me? Okay, where does this happen exactly? If let's say you're a handicapped person, where in the world does this happen that a handicapped person is mocking an able-bodied person for being able-bodied? Okay, if you fail an exam and if I pass an exam with, let's say, 60% marks, um, on what planet does you get mocked for that? So and he knows that I have put in the effort, and he knows he has not put in the effort, and he also knows that the right thing to do in this situation is for him to put in the effort. But instead of that, what he does is pull my leg. Okay, that is a typical crab like mentality. Anyway, the bottom line is this. This is not an American accent. This is how most Indians actually used to speak. Okay, and some still do, and because of received pronunciation as opposed to invented pronunciation. And plus, my teacher, she also taught Akshay Kumar, the actor Akshay Kumar, when he was a little boy in Don Bosco, the other. For those who don't know, the other is in Mumbai, and his name was, I think, Dilip Bhatia or something back then. Anyway, so in a way, she's kind of like a celebrity teacher, you could say that. And she recently wrote a book called, I think, if I remember the name correctly, I think it's named as The Complete English Grammar for All by Annis Anthony. You can go check it out. It's available on Amazon. Okay, she's the sweetest lady I've ever met in my entire fucking life. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so so what about it? Okay, so these people who said that, and if you think you're better than me, if you think you're better than me on my fucking show, let's fucking go. Okay, well, I'll give you 3 days. You do a live stream. Okay, and this is a live stream, by the way. This is not pre-record. This is not, you're not going to see any cuts, edits, butts, or anything like that. This is pure live. This is not even pre-recorded. Okay, this is live. If you type a comment, I will see it. I will discuss that. Okay, and this is basically improv. So if you think you're better than me in oration, go for it. And maybe you are. Okay, why don't you give this a try? I'll give you 3 days. Let's fucking go. And if you're better than me, I will bow down to you. I'll say that you're a better man than me, and then I'll shut my shop. I'll cry like a little bitch for 45 minutes on my bed, and I'll live stream that. Okay, how about that for a challenge? Okay. Anyway, and this goes not just for English but for all languages. Like if you're gonna speak Marathi, do it properly. You don't say Talwalkar, you say Talwalkar. Okay, you roll the fucking la. Okay, you say shit like mulgi shikli pragati zali, आणि mulgi kamala geli piyakad zali. Okay, these are just jokes. I'm just joking. I'm okay with women drinking. It's fine. Get them drunk. I don't give a shit. Not against their consent, obviously. Okay, get their fucking consent. Ask them, can I chuck this fucking beer down your throat? Ask them. If she says okay, go for it. You have my blessings. Okay, no, I'm joking. Don't do that either. You probably fucked this up. I don't want to see comments like instructions unclear, sitting in jail. I don't want to hear that. Okay, stick with water. Okay, even if they ask for water, do not give it to them. Even if they are dying on the corner of the road and say pani de do, don't do that. Okay, don't give it to them. Okay, say that I have a cactus at home. I have a plastic cactus at home that needs water. Sorry, bitch. Okay, I'm just kidding. If somebody needs water, give it to them. These are just jokes. Okay. I probably should make a T-shirt out of this. Mulgi Shikli Pragati. And you probably need more than money to wear that T-shirt. You probably need balls, because if somebody sees you with that T-shirt, you're asking for it. You're asking for an ass kicking. Okay, I'll just end it there. So what is the purpose of this rant? Okay, the purpose is basically, I want a monoculture here on this channel. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. Okay, fine matter. Lol, but good content. Okay, whatever. Who's that? Beta Dev. Okay. Thank you. You are my first comment. तुमने बोनी कराई है मेरी. Okay. So what I'm saying is that I need a monoculture on this channel. There's no room for dissent. If you see an asshole, just berate them. Okay. And so कोणाचा काय तर कोणाचा काय. That is not gonna fly here. Okay. सगळ्यांचा फक्त एकच काय. I probably butchered that sentence. And in my defense, I got like 37 out of 100 in Marathi in my 10th exam. So I'm probably shit at this language, and I probably should shut up. Okay, but my friends used to say that I speak properly, and a lot of people have misunderstood that I'm a Maharashtrian because I keep interjecting these Marathi phrases in between. Like, and if you ask me what's up, I think "Mahiti nahi." That's just me. So when in Rome, you do it like Romans. When let's say if you're in Malavni, you do it like them. You pull up your t-shirt, you tilt your head, and you have a swagger. You put a toothpick in your mouth, and you say like, "Chal mastan nikal." One time, so देखा कि अगली का झड़ रही थी अपन पे, अंगार भागती है तेरी गाड़ी. Okay, that is some fucking freestyle Malavni for you. Uh, So, moral of the story is: when in Rome, you do it like the Romans. When in Malavni, you do it like the Malavnis. When in Maharashtra, you do like the Marathis. When in Kerala, you do it like the Malayalis. Sare, 100% literacy. Okay, it's okay if I do it. I'm a Mallu. I can do this. This is fine. This is not racist when I do it. It's my people. I can mock them. Let's fucking move on. Okay. And there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Like there are a lot of stereotypes about Indians across the planet. Like they probably say we sound funny, and they also say that like Indians smell like shit. It may be true, and they blame it on the food. I don't think it's the food. Okay, I think why? Because Shah Rukh Khan likes chicken tikka masala and butter chicken and spicy food and all. But people also say that he smells good. Okay, so, and Karan Johar says, he smells good. You know, I don't know where his nose has been, but I trust his nose. Don't ask how he knows. Don't ask how Karan Johar knows whether Shah Rukh smells good or not. Okay, if he knows, he knows. Okay, um, I trust that man. And there have been rumors in Tinseltown that um, there have been rumors. I cannot confirm these rumors. I have no way of verifying them. I cannot confirm or deny these rumors. I just happen to believe them. Call me a conspiracy theorist. Okay, I just trust Karan Johar. Okay, and besides, what two adults do in their private life is none of our business. Just keep it to yourself. Okay. I don't want to know. Okay. So how does he smell good? People say, I've heard it from my friends that he probably uses body lotion over soap, and he probably exfoliates and scrubbing and all of that. So that's basically the hygiene regimen. There's not much to it. Okay. And don't apply oil on your body because bacteria love oil and they consume that, they eat it, and then they defecate on your body. Women drinking is good. This is why all Indians want to go to Goa and not Ahmedabad or Vrindavan. Okay. All right. Whatever. What do I make of that? I'm not too much into drinking. I'm okay with that because like I kind of vomit. But if you are into that, I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna judge you. And if you judge me, that's fine too. I don't give a shit. So I'm going to conclude this rant. So what is the purpose of this channel? The purpose of this channel is my plan is to like entertain you with technology based things mainly, and provoke you. And this is going to be a toxic place, let me tell you that. And if I get banned on YouTube, you can follow me on Rumble. Rumble is more tolerant of people like me. So take 2 minutes to follow me on Rumble. There's the link in the description. So if this goes to shit, that is where you can find me as an insurance policy. Okay. So the plan is entertain people, awaken them, bring awareness to them, and whatever money I get from this, I'll channelize it into doing riskier projects, especially like hardware driven projects. That's my plan. At least I will see where it goes. Okay, I cannot promise you anything. So that's about it. If you like my show, subscribe, consider liking and promoting it. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, have a great day and happy new year, all of you. Bye bye.